Welcome aboard, ladies. I'm Recon Rook, 24602, Church Militant, Colorado Springs chapter, Navy of the Immaculata. The title of this video is 10 Virgins. It's about the parable of the 10 virgins. And I've always been afraid of this growing up, about this parable. There were 5 foolish virgins and 5 wise virgins. The 10 virgins went out to meet the bridegroom. And the bridegroom was delayed, so they all fell asleep. And then at midnight, the alarm sounded. They all woke up. The bridegroom was here. The bridegroom was here. And the 10 wise virgins had oil for their lamps, so they trimmed their lamps and were ready for the bridegroom. And the 5 foolish virgins did not have oil for their lamp. And they said to the wise virgins, "Give us some oil for our lamps so we can trim our lamps." And the wise virgins said, "There might not be enough for you and for us. Go and buy some from the merchants." So they went off to buy some from the merchants real quick, and the bridegroom came. They all went in and had this huge party, and the foolish virgins came back and they said, "Let us in, let us in." And the bridegroom said, "I do not know where you are from," and then the 5 wise virgins were partying, and the foolish virgins were out where there was wailing and grinding of teeth, and they were in the outside. They were cast out. Now this always scared me. I was like, how do I know if I have oil and stuff? Growing up, I was confirmed when I was 18 years old, and I didn't understand any of it for a long time. I went through my life not understanding very much of anything, always wondering, like, I was confirmed, why don't I have understanding and wisdom and knowledge and these gifts of the spirits? Everybody else seems to see right through me and knows so much more than me, and I worked really mediocre entry-level jobs and stuff, and after I was 18, all the way up until I was 42, when I was 42, I went through the quickening with the Lord. The Spirit of the Lord knocked at my door, and I opened it for Him, and I had asparagus and corn, and ever since then, I went through the quickening. It talks about it in the Catechism a little, when the Holy Spirit fills you up with what you are to say, with knowledge, wisdom, understanding in these things. I read the scriptures, and it's really eye-opening and insightful for me. The 10, the divided in the 5 wise and 5 foolish virgins. In all that time, from 18 to 42, I was going to confession when I sinned. I was receiving the Eucharist. I was reading my Bible. I was pretty much doing what I was supposed to be doing. There are a lot of things that I could have been doing a lot better. I went through I spent my late 20s and early 30s playing Call of Duty. I do not have a wife or kids or anything. I could have been really more vigilant about my vocation in those years, but now I'm way past that. But I didn't have any understanding while it was happening and everything. It wasn't until I was 42, when I went through the quickening, that I got knowledge and understanding and wisdom and everything from the Holy Spirit, even though I was confirmed when I was 18 years old. The 5 foolish virgins, they're not going to church, they're not going to confession, they're out there doing crimes, if anything, all this stuff, like a gangster or a mob person or something. They have no oil for their lamps. I'm sorry. They wake up one day, they're gonna wake up and be in the spider web of their existence be like, I can't get out, I can't get out. They're in the fucking spider web. Excuse me, my language. And other people, if you need to go to church, you need to say your prayers, you need to go to confession when you sin, and you need to receive the Eucharist and go to adoration as frequently as need be, as you can, really, and say your prayers and stuff. And when you get confirmed in the Catholic Church, in your time and in your turn, you too may you go through the quickening as I did, and open the door for the Spirit of the Lord. I had asparagus and corn, and it was delicious, and I thank God, and I was like, wow, this is just like Revelations chapter 3, where he's like, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man opens the door for me, I will proceed to go in and dine with him and he with me and stuff. It was awesome. Peace be with you.